friends, in last session we discussed about packages, how we can insert a package online or how we can download the package from CRAN website and install it. Now in this session we are going to use one of that package, that is CSV. In R we can read data from files stored outside the R environment. We can also write data into files which will be stored and accessed by the operating system. R can read and write into various file formats like CSV, Excel, XML, etc. So in this chapter, we'll learn how to read a data from .csv file and then write the data into .csv file. The file should be present in current working directory so that R can read it. Of course, we can also set our own directory and read files from there. For getting and setting the working directory, we'll use the function getWD for getting the current working directory, and by using the function setWD, we'll set our own directory. So we'll take one example of input as a CSV file. So we'll take 8 records of some persons which works in some departments. For example, Rick is working in IT department, Dan is working in operations, Michael is working in IT department, likewise. So what we do, we'll select all the records, we'll put it into the Excel, or we can put it into the notepad file and save the file as .csv extension. So it will create a comma separated values file. Then how we can read the data? So by using read.csv function, we'll read the input.csv or any other file which is having a .csv extension into the data, and data is nothing but a data frame. So we'll start with the practical implementation of .csv files. The first function we use here, a getWD, for getting the current working directory. We'll use getWD function, select the function, click on run. So it will give the current working directory. We can set our current working directory by using setwd command. We use a function setwd, and by using setwd, in between double quotes we have taken the path where we want to store all our records. So setwd into double quotes E drive, and we have created one folder there, that is ABC. We'll select this file and click on run. Setwd, it set the path. We'll check whether our current working directory is E and ABC. So we'll use getWD and we'll click on run. So it will say that your current working directory is EABC. Now we want to put all these contents within a CSV file. So the first way, we can open an Excel sheet. We can put all the contents column and row wise, or we can create a notepad file. We can put all the contents as it is, and the important task we have to do here, we have to save this file as input.csv. Input is your file name. You can give any other name also, but the extension of the file is .csv. CSV means comma separated values. So we have stored input.csv in our current working directory, that is E:/ABC. Our file name is input and extension of that file is CSV. Just we'll open the file. We'll use edit option also, so it will open in notepad file, or we can directly double click on this file, so it will open in Excel. When we open this file, so this will look like this. So all the contents are in rows in column format. So we'll use a function read.csv to take the input from a CSV file and store it into a one data frame. So we'll take one data. So data is a data frame name is equal to read.csv, and into the bracket in double quotes the file name is input.csv. We'll select this and we'll run this. So all the contents of this input.csv is now the content of data. We want to print this, so we'll directly print into the bracket data. We'll select last line and click on run. So now we'll see, we have taken the data frame, so it converts all the contents to the data frame. Now we'll check whether it is a data frame or not. So print into the bracket is dot data dot frame and into the bracket data. We want to check whether data is a data frame or not. We'll select and we'll use run. So it said that given data is a data frame. So it returns true. Now we want to print a columns. So we'll use a function print into the bracket n col into the bracket data. We'll select last line and click on run. It says that there are 5 columns available. We'll check whether row into the bracket data. So it displays the how many rows are available. So it says that there are 5 columns and 8 rows. We'll check 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5 columns and the records within a data frame is 8. Now we have a data frame. First we'll check the salary column. So we'll get more number of salaries. But our aim is we have to find out a salary which is a maximum. So for that we'll take one variable called as sal is equal to, we'll use a function called as max, from which data frame, a data frame name is a data, we'll use a dollar sign, and which column we want a salary column. So this will return a maximum salary record and we'll print this sal. Now we'll select last 2 lines and click on run. So it says that the maximum salary within a data frame is 843.25. Now we want to find out a person which is having a max salary. So for that purpose we need a one variable called as a max sal. We'll take this variable. We'll use a function subset into the bracket, a subset of data, comma, we'll use a salary is equal to max salary and we'll print the max sal. Select last 2 lines and click on run. So it will display the whole record of that person which is having a max salary. Sometimes we want to create a subset or sub file of a given main file. For example, we'll run this input.csv. So we'll get these records. What we have to find out? We have to find out the person which starts the job after 1/1/2014. When we see, we'll get 3 or 4 records here, but by using a subset we'll create another file and whatever records we find out will store within that another file, that is subset file. Now we'll create one variable called as a rate val is equal to, we'll create a subset into the bracket. We are going to perform the operation on data. So data, comma, as dot date. So we'll use a start date. So we'll use a start date greater than as dot date into the bracket in double quotes 2014 -01 -01 is the date format we are using. Now we'll select and we'll use run. So it will take all the records which is having a start date above 1/1/2014. Now we'll print the rate val. We'll check which records are available with the rate val. So it gives a 4 records. Now we want to create a subset or subfile which is having a same output as we got after printing rate val. So we'll use a function write.csv into the bracket rate val, comma, in double quotes we want a file that is output dot CSV. We'll select and will use run. So successfully it runs, means it has created output.csv. So we'll find out the same file under the our current working directory, that is ABC, that is output.csv. Now we'll read the content of output.csv. So we'll create data new variable. So we use a function read.csv into the bracket, into the double quotes, a file name. A file name is output.csv. We'll print the content of data new. We'll select last two lines and click on run. So what we have done, we have taken the output.csv to the data new, and currently data new is a data frame. We can check by using function is.data.frame into the bracket data new. Select last line and click on run. So it gives the true, means data new is a data frame. So we successfully created a subset of a file by using write.csv function. Again, you have read the same file into a new data frame, that is data new, and we have printed successfully the values that we require. Thank you.